Presidente.
Welcome back to Let's Play Tropico with me, Skwalker, and when we left off we had started setting up our massive tourist trap in order to trap tourists in our shark-infested custard island and basically just make us as much money as we can. We've got 10 years left and we've got 44,000 Tropican dollars left to make in revenue, so we've got to get pushing. Now, I have been setting up tourist buildings, however, because of the shark attacks and the dwindling population that's
You have been in office
caused...
for 10 years now, Presidente. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. It has created an issue where I've got a lack of workforce operating these buildings, which is reducing my capacity to do things. So, I am setting up an immigration office, and you know what, let's just make it open door immigration. Because I just need as many immigrants as possible. Just in order to recuperate my workforce. So we're on board with that. We're also been establishing up a few other things like police stations just to keep crime down, cabarets for more entertainment, and we have also discovered that Tropican citizens also pay into this revenue. So we'll make a few cheap things that our citizens can just visit. We'll also be due elections quite soon as well, I believe. I think it's going to be about maybe 2 or 3 years till our next elections. So we'll need to be ready for that as well. But we absolutely walked the last elections. Happiness has been pretty high so far as well. So I think we'll do well. The sharks have killed everything again, by the way, Presidente. Yes, we've got one fishing wharf left, and to be honest, I can't be bothered building any more. Because there's just rubble everywhere. We've got one tourist at least, since the boat managed to shipwreck itself. Hello there.
May I help you?
You don't need to help me. Well, actually, you can help me. You can help. Oh my God, you're a tight bitch. $5, right? Well, you can just spend your life in a pub then. You can't even afford my. You can't even afford the bloody beach site, so that's tragic for you. But unfortunately, I have revenue to make. So, oh my God, maybe could you put the shirt on? I think we need to institute a dress code here, one that involves people wearing shirts, so I don't have to look at that, because I didn't want to look at that. Tourism rating isn't doing too well, by the way.
Luggage arrives soon.
What? Yeah. Sharks have killed everything again, by the way. Yeah. We need to definitely work on increasing our tourism rate, and it's not doing brilliant, so we need to find ways of increasing it. I guess that's why I'm going to try and build things like cabarets. We could also probably just use building some things like some decorations, like some trees. Yeah, let's plant some holographic trees. There we go. There's a tree. There's another tree. Just some nice trees. I could probably actually just change the trees up a little bit, but I just want to put some trees here. And that might just beautify the beach site a little bit, so you know. That'll involve one of my construction workers actually doing something though, and right now they probably can't be bothered. I mean, I've told them all to build the immigration office anyway. Can we get a foreign worker installed in the immigration office, by the way? Because they're an immigrant, I'm assuming they'll just know shit about immigration, but also because they need to be educated to a certain degree. Has my policeman arrived yet? And oh my God, fucking hell, what is it with all the sharks? Like, I don't, like... These are like the most persistent sharks in the world. I've also got policemen now. That's good. That'll start increasing the crime safety of the area, which is what I really wanted, because that'll also help keep the tourist rating up. The tourists feel safe that they're not going to get murdered in the streets or something like that. But I am doing really well for money now. Like, we are making a ridiculous amount of money. I wish it was all tourism money though, but... Oh well, money is money, and it's still good money, and I'm happy to have that money because it makes me, it makes my pockets richer, and it also means I can spend it all on poker and blackjack and other things that make the Presidente happy, because he's got hobbies basically that he needs to maintain, and unfortunately, the Treasury seems to be his idea of funding them instead of, say, his salary. How much do I pay the Presidente, by the way? Well, I don't pay him anything because I am the Presidente and we just live in a palace rent-free. Cool, right. We've got that immigration office set up, so we'll start getting more immigrants in, so that'll start supplementing our workforce. Who are you, by the way? In Canco Go. You weren't the priest, were you? You weren't. No, I've got Osvaldo Ybarra still priesting it up. That's fine. Hey. I hope those trees get done soon, by the way, by my lovely workers. But we also need a cabaret setting up, so if we can make that the next priority, I'm then going to set some further tasks for our construction workers. Mainly because I would just want to continue with tourism things, but a restaurant would be good for entertainment. El Presidente's childhood home. Yeah, that's going to be a tourist trap. By the way, Cristobal Silva, fuck off, it's militarist, I already don't care. I'm going to set up El Presidente's childhood home as well. This is where I used to live, folks. I know it's only just been built, but yeah, El Presidente's childhood home. Oh god, you need to be educated to work in my childhood home, by the way. El Presidente only accepts the best staff for his place. Well, there's better staff. We could get a college-educated person, but we can't afford that right now. My foreign workers on one of those boats, by the way. I don't know which boat they're on, but they're on one of them. I hope we make more revenue this year, by the way. It looks like, actually, yeah, we're making some income off a beach site this year, so that's fine. We're making bits of income here and there and everywhere, so I think we're on the right tracks now, which is satisfactory. But at the same time, what is very unsatisfactory is just how long these boats just fucking chill out at the docks. Like, you think they'd want to get a hurry on, but they don't. Anyway, how do we do in 1960? The threat to power went up. That's probably because there's no military anymore, so that's probably just why. But then again, no one's joined up with the rebels, and there's a minuscule threat from the USA because they really hate me right now, and no one's protesting. We actually haven't had a protester throughout my entire reign. That's pretty damn good. Happiness is actually going up as well, so I'm doing something right, but the average worker pay is also going up. We're recovering our population, that's fine. We've got less tourists on the island, but tourism rating's increasing. It's gone up to 69. In fact, we'll make that our main things that we want to look at from now on. Profit's doing good as well. Income disparity is gone up, but it's still very low at 25%. Average age is at 29 now. Food quality is now leveled out, so that's good. Doing fine now, making a lot of foreign aid money. We made $72 off tourism this year, by the way, which means so far we've made $1,710 off tourism revenue. We made nearly $1,000 this year, so a step is a step, but we're not stepping fast enough. We need to be getting faster at this, otherwise we are going to lose a mission, which is not the ideal outcome. But then again, if we lose the mission, we can always have another go at it, and next time we'll approach it with a better plan, such as we'll just go for tourism from day one. Because you know what, looking back on this, with the frequency of the shark attacks, I honestly think it would have been absolute suicide to attempt the fish task, because yeah, like how many shark attacks have we had this year alone? We've had about 3 or 4, so yeah, like unless there was a way to stop them, I don't think we're going to do it. And you're not heading for the freighting dock. Good. Are you dropping off tourists, by the way, or are you just shipwrecking yourself? Because I honestly don't know what you guys do anymore. Nah, it's just here to waste my time, as they always are. Would be useful if I actually got more bloody people working in these buildings. Are we getting those immigrants in yet, or no? Because that boat's just still here. Are you like just leaving at some point? Sharks have killed everyone, by the way. Yeah, things aren't moving as fast as I'd like to. It's mainly because we've just got no efficiency whatsoever in regards to the way we are getting boats into the area. Mainly because here, like, the freighters just don't give a fuck anymore. They'll just stay there forever, and that's why I'm just not getting my immigrants. Cabaret's done, by the way, that's good. What's more, standard tourism rate, $6. Sharks have killed everyone again. Oh yeah, I need to increase the wages of my hotel workers to $6. There you go, hotel workers. You can have a little bit more money now. Whoop-de-doo. Enjoy the little pay rise. No one's working at the beach site now, by the way. That's bloody thrilling. You know what? Get rid of El Prez's childhood home. I'm going to cancel that one. Let's build something else. I just want to build something the simple-minded can work at. So, nature preserve. Yeah, we can put that at the top. Sharks have killed everyone again, by the way. Tennis courts. Yeah, that looks fancy. Duty-free shop. Oh, that sounds like a good revenue trap, actually. So we'll build the duty-free. We'll pop it here, just near everything else. Make that a high priority. Oh my god, you need to be educated again. For everyone, what's this? We can sell you no more. The store follows the law, or unlimited sales. Limits what limits? Increases revenue by $4 per customer, but decrease. Fuck it. Who cares if the United States attacks us or invades us because my duty-free sells too much alcohol? Bugger it. Worth it. We'll just get that set up, and we can get people working in duty-free, and we can make $15 per sale. Plus 4 bonus dollars. And hey, my immigrant finally arrived, and as well as 7 others. Right, good. You are going to sit there, and you're going to make me more immigrants. You're already increasing it by 23%. Brilliant. Hopefully you can also increase the rate at which boats just fuck off out of the area. But I've got new construction workers, new lumberjacks. Brilliant. Sharks are also just going on a murdering spree. And I think that was my last fishing wharf gone. Good. Now I don't have to listen to that notification all the time. Or then again, I think now that there's no fishing boats, the sharks will do one or two things. They'll either go away, or they'll now just like beach themselves on the land and basically like become landmines or something. Either way, the sharks will not give up that easily. And that Roman slob tourist said something funny. Yeah, I told you, sharks just don't give up. They will just keep attacking. Like, I just don't even know anymore. I don't know how to get with the sharks. Oh, by the way, thank you, Manuel Ramirez, for becoming my new beach worker. Good. I need the revenue. The revenue is very precious to me. So I've got all these buildings just sitting around with no fucking workers. Yeah, $900. Just pay it. You know what, bugger it. Just pay to get the thing filled up, because I have the money. They won't have great accommodation. I'll tell them that now. But I may as well just overload the island with population while I can. Because money, actually $10 is more than enough for you as well. I want to kind of keep the policemen paid slightly more, because the policemen are also very important to me. A yacht's just pulled up with 2 fresh tourists. Good, 2 more fatties. Am I able to enact any more pro-tourism edicts, by the way? Let's see, I've got Mardi Gras underway. No. I really want to do a tourism ad campaign, actually, but that's going to require TV station, which means building a power plant as well. I don't think I have time to do that. Like, it takes time to get a power plant built, and yeah. Leader of the Intellectuals has complained about the lack of a school, and I complain about their complaining. Actually, I was going to build a casino as well. How much is a casino? Oh, wait, we need electricity. Yeah, but really good stuff needs electricity, so maybe I should build get some electricity set up at some point. But for now, I'm not gonna. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna set up a restaurant as well, just because that's once more getting local Tropicans in there. Thanks for building those trees, by the way. That's brilliant. And yeah, $6. We'll charge just $3 at the restaurant, just because then the local peeps can just sit there. We also have paper placemats, by the way, which reduces maintenance costs but reduces quality. I want fucking linen. I don't care if it boosts maintenance costs. I'm covering myself with money here, so we can afford the lovely linen. And yay, more people are turning up. Good. Are you all here to? I think these are my duty-free worker girls, right? Good. Get your asses to the duty-free and start pounding in the alcohol. I need all that money. Presidente doesn't care anymore. He just cares about how big the bank vault is now. By the way, how did we do in 1961? Well, I'll tell you how we did. We made the average worker pay go up a little bit. The happiness has stayed the same. The citizenry is increasing. Tourism rating is now at 70, so it's going up. We made a profit, not a big profit though. Income disparity is going up though, probably because of all the tourism buildings I'm building. Average age has gone up a tiny bit. Food quality is also increasing, because no one eats fish anymore, maybe, I don't know. We have got perfect harmony with the Russians, by the way, while the USA just hate me. And yeah, everything's just going good. By the way, we made a loss on tourism this year, but we are up to 2,257. We are fucked so much. We are not going to win this one. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm wondering if we're even going to break 10 grand. Like, I'm just trying to get as many immigrants in as possible just to start funding this. But yeah, I've got peeps just coming into the duty free. Actually, maybe I could just reduce this to 10, just because tourists. I'm noticing tourists won't spend more than 10. I think it's because I'm just appealing. I don't know where your wallet is. If you've lost it, it's your own retarded fault. But it would be useful if like people could work in that hotel. It's probably because I don't put the wages up. I get the wages up in the hotel. People come and work there. Because yeah, I need people to come and work in the hotel. But then again, the next boat's in the way, and luckily for once we haven't got like an absolute traffic jam, so hopefully that boat will get someone in there who's going to start working and just start making me money. Because yeah, I've got all these lovely attractions, I've got no one working in them. Yes, someone just turned up to a duty free, so he's going to make me some money. He's made me $14. Great. It's not a lot, but it's still money. It's still money. I need all the money I can get hold of. In fact, let's just start building more. Oh, fucking sharks. Let's just start making more attractions. We could build a spa now, a scenic outlook. Yeah, here's a scenic outlook. You can look here and just watch all the things kill you. Or a marina. Yeah, I like the sound of marina, actually. That'd make a lot of money. Where can I plonk for marina?
Presidente, I
Too
believe
close to
some
the
of your
ocean.
people may be calling for an election next year.
How close to the ocean do you need to build your marina? I don't get that. Let's just build it over here instead. And oh, the sharks are struck again. Do you think the sharks would take out the marina, by the way? Would that be a thing? We could do boat tours, by the way, or we could do charter fishing. Doubles maintenance, but I'm not bothered about that. I just want to. We'll just build the marina and we'll see if the sharks just blow it up. But then again, it'd take advantage. You know, we could put on the big old glass bottom boat and they can all just look at the sharks and yeah, then they'll just kill them. But yeah. Yay! More workers are turning up to work in all my buildings. Yes, we can start putting people in the hotel. Good. That's gonna be our money maker. That's gonna be the money shaker. And the shark struck again, but luckily I didn't take out the unbuilt marina. So, well, hey, where are all my workers at? They're all prioritise both the marina and the restaurant, please. Don't just wander off from the restaurant. And I'm happy to see those trees are growing, by the way. They're looking good. They'll be beautifying the area. How are we doing for tourism? Like, oh yeah, we're great for low-class tourism, middle-class tourism. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get middle and high-class tourist audience. We're not gonna get a lot of them because of the general lack of airports. Because yeah, I mean high-class ones, I think they only ever come by airplane anyway. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be all slobs really, and maybe a couple of spring breakers mixed in. So yeah, I really do want to do that ad campaign, but I don't have a power plant. Sharks, by the way, they committed another mass murder of all my peeps. But seriously, now that the hotel's up, please be just packed full of tourists. We're just going to come in and just put so much money in the economy. Yes, I've got my first cabaret worker, by the way. That's brilliant. 16 tourists. Look at that. 16 bloody tourists. Now the good times will start rolling. Now they'll start rolling. By the way, what's the spilt oil barrel doing over there? And the sharks are struck again. Luckily the sharks don't target my docks, at least. That's a little benefit in itself, that we're not getting killed on that angle. And why do I'd say why do all my construction workers prioritise killing off rubble, but at the same time I don't like having rubble. By the way, oh great, it's hurricane time. Storm Frida is about to just make life worse for me. Also, we can't zoom during storms, by the way, because, yeah, we have to wait till the magic cloud overlay has made a set number of my buildings just vanish into thin air. Can I zoom now? No. Looking from here, it looks like there hasn't been too much damage, actually. Oh, no, my tourist buildings have been wiped out. Fucking brilliant. It's like, we just can't get ahead. Oh, we got $5 though, great, because I fucking needed the money, and now oh yeah, fine. Just complain about there's no housing. Well, maybe it's because all the housing blew over in the hurricane. Ah, bloody fucking hell. Well, I need to get those bungalows repaired. That's a big issue. Look, just cram all the citizens in a tenement and just stick it over here. I don't want to make it a high priority, but it's gonna have to be a high priority. That being said, I think we need more hands on the construction, especially now that we're getting more immigrants. So please build a second construction office as soon as possible, because also a lot of people died, and that's kind of inconveniencing me as well. So yeah, just get to work on that, please. In fact, you know what? Just to save some citizenry, yeah, two peeps working there. I don't want more people working in that dock. Look at that, though. We're getting a mix of people now. We've got this lady who said something. Her job's being a tourist, by the way. I guess she's just a tourist. I've also got this one. She's an eco-tourist. Presidente. We're getting a lot of Italian tourists, aren't we? Oh, hello there. Please don't mind the dead bodies that are lying everywhere, because they're sleeping. Seriously, it's like in a fucking Italian and French party. It's just continental Europe here. Still, everyone's enjoying the beach site, and the hotel is fucking packed right now. This is good. This may just start recovering my losses. By the way, I want to get those bungalows rebuilt. they were making money, and they were also just providing accommodation. So, yeah, there we go. Just a nice little bungalow alley. But we'll build those later. Right now, the highest priorities is the construction office and the new tenements, so we can rehouse all the people who are now homeless due to the fuck off hurricane. And yes, get a new immigrant officer. There we go. Like, seriously, did I need to pay for another immigration officer? She just wandered off from a job. Maybe she temporarily wanted to be a police officer or something like that. I don't know. Still nice to see that more people are paying into the restaurant. And here's the informer, right? How did we do despite being wrecked by a hurricane? Well, it made the threat to power lower, and the average worker pay has dropped again. The happiness has dropped quite a bit, probably because people get upset when hurricanes blow over all the houses and make them homeless. We've lost citizens again. However, we now have 20 tourists on the island. Tourism ratings dipped because maybe someone died in a hurricane or something. Profits are doing okay as well, so hopefully that's good for revenue. Income disparities increased to 49%, however. Average age has increased, food quality has gone up as well, and average respect has tumbled quite a bit. The USA is liking us a bit more, and yeah, we're still getting a foreign aid in. Tourism profits $1,000 this year, which means, ooh, we've made nearly 5 grand in revenue now. Alright, we might still be in with a shout, but it's still going to be very tough. But this hotel is clearly helping us, and it's damaged as well, but I don't really have time to repair it. I'd say build another. Actually, we could build. Yeah, well, we might not build another hotel, but I don't think I can fit. No, I could fit one. Yeah, just fit another one. Maybe just bulk buy tourists. I was going to say we might just chuck a motel in instead, but I don't really want to build one because it looks awful, and I think it will decrease tourism in the local area anyway. Yeah, bugger it. I want another hotel in. Then we're just cramming in loads of tourism. We could basically just make money by just charging an extortionate rent. That being said, yeah, duty free, that's doing quite well. The cabaret, yeah, that's attracting the peeps now. The marina, it hasn't even been built yet, but once it's built, we can watch everyone get killed by sharks, and then we'll probably open ourselves up to like a fucking lawsuit or something. Seriously, where are my construction workers? Are they doing anything right now? Well, they're making a new construction office good because they need to multiply themselves out further among these lands. I mean, the rest of them are just wandering off doing tasks that are completely irrelevant. Then the sharks come back because they need to constantly remind me of their existence at least 5 times a day now. Oh, it's an election year this year, but I'm probably not going to win the elections now because of a hurricane. I'm actually basically going to get George Bushed or something. I don't know. No one liked him after Katrina. No, I'm going to win, but it's tight. It's closer this time. Still, yeah, fine. Have the elections. So far, I'm doing quite well. We are running against Horatio Herekia, who is a lumberjack, and his issue is he's religious and job-related. He's a big religious communist, and the sharks killed someone. He thinks he's going to beat me in the upcoming election, by the way. He's wrong. Let's have a look at those factions. Is he a communist? Yes, he is a die-hard communist. He isn't the leader, I think. I don't know which one's the leader. One of them's a leader, but basically he's a die-hard communist, and he'll be a die-hard religious as well. So yeah, Horatio Herekia. So yeah, he's hardcore in both of these factions. He's also a bit of a militarist, but I'm not too bothered about the militarists. That being said, yeah, for religious people I have reasons to detract, but then again I have a church up. The communists, yeah, they do have a big reason to detract from me right now because there's no housing. I am working to get this resolved because I am building a tenement, so I'll make that my big thing for now. And I could probably, and yeah, if the election starts going against me, because right now the opponent, he doesn't really have a lot of hardline support, so I think right now I can sort of leave it on autopilot, but if things go wrong, I think what I'll do is I'll issue a quick cheeky tax cut, and everything should then be fine. Seriously, how's that? Yeah, construction office is done good, so that's more construction workers just going around building more stuff for me. So we're probably all just going to sit around and just clear rubble for me, which, yeah, they can do. The sharks are struck again, by the way. They don't give up, those sharks, do they, annoyingly. I wonder how much revenue we'll be up on by the end of this year, by the way. I'm hoping we're on a lot, because fucking hell, yeah. I mean, look at that. We're making at least $1 grand off a hotel, so it's a good thing we're doing another hotel, because we really need to just get in more stuff like that, because that's absolutely doing it for us. Yeah, we're generating some revenue off a duty-free shop. We're not generating a lot, and it just looks like the hotel is really being the big winner for us. But we are making a fair bit off a beach site. I think the marina is. I mean, I know the marina's a lot, like $20. Is there a list of tourist spend limits? Maybe like tourist national armoring, tourist national. A lot of people are liking us. I'm gonna have a look at one of the richer tourists like this, Isabella Prusa. Max spending 34. Like, yeah, there's 22.
May I help you?
22. I think there are tourists out there who will. I mean, we've got both slobs and we've got non-slobs. I think there are definitely tourists out there who are going to pay enough money to justify the building of this marina and enough to make it profitable. So I'm happy to keep that going as it is. And we should make a fair bit of money off that. I'm getting more ground in the election. That's brilliant. Maybe because I've realised I'm building a tenement. And also I've just created more jobs through the sweatshop, which is always good. How's that immigration looking, by the way? We're on 24% additional immigration. Excellent. What are we exporting now, by the way? We're exporting logs. Oh, yeah, the logging camp survived the breeze, by the way. Those were bunkhouses, yeah. We also saw bunkhouses that were taken out. Luckily, the clinic survived and the church survived. We didn't lose anything critical. It was just pretty much all housing that got wrecked by the hurricane, so... yeah, we're doing alright. Right, so let that continue to build. Elections continue to run. Yacht pulled up, no tourists, so once more it's just there to waste my time. You're sunbathing on a construction site, how considerate of you. I'm going to make this a high priority construction as well alongside the new tenement, just because I've got a lot of construction works now. So one team could work on that, and the other team can work on the hotel, and I'll leave the marina as high priority because once that's up, that's just going to sit there and just like let them, it's just going to make it rain money for me. But yeah, they're the top 3 buildings I need doing, and then I wish I could prioritize rubble collection. I think it's time we got another Mardi Gras going, by the way.
Right away, Excellency.
Nothing else I can do, really. I mean, I just can't be bothered building a TV station, that's the issue. There's nothing else that's going to help us as well. Yeah, nothing else going to do there. Could do prohibition, just ban alcohol. Social security might increase the happiness, but right now we don't really need that. Food for people I'm not really going to do. Sensitivity training, anti-litter ordinance. That's actually a good one, just because then we can just cut pollution down and just make sure that the island's natural beauty isn't harmed. I know it's going to harm liberty, but I'm doing it.
Will be done.
There we go. It's just to help the environment, dudes. Don't worry. By the way, how do we do in 1963? Well, I'll tell you. Our threat to power is low because we're going to win the election. Average work pay has dropped a little bit. Happiness is sinking. We were now on 100 citizens, so I'm going to need to probably get a 3rd farm set up now. We've got 20 tourists. Tourism rating slipping now. Income disparity dropped. Average age same. Food quality dropping. Politics. We're doing all right. Got a lot of foreign aid. Economy, we made $3,000 in tourist profits this year, which means we are now on. Ooh, we're on nearly 10 grand now. If these next few years are really good, we might just kinch it. I think it's gonna be tight though, and I'm gonna have to set up a 3rd farm now as well for corn production because we need more corn. So that's another high priority build, unfortunately. But yeah, the people got to be fed. I can't have them starving in the streets. It doesn't look good for the tourist front. Right, construction workers, what are we up to now? All of you lot are just wandering around in the wrong area entirely, while some of you are helping to build a tenement or just like fucking off. You lot doing fine. Why is a hotel maid leaving her job to become a construction worker, by the way? Like, you get paid more working here than you do working at as a construction worker, but fine. If you want to throw away your own wages, then that is your issue. Like, that is genuinely your own issue. And the election's going to be held next month. We are on a 65%. Oh, it's probably because I wasn't paying attention. How am I doing? 28 to 49. I'm still doing good. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And Shark struck again. Right, anyway, we'll just let that election roll by. I'll win that one. I think I lost votes just because of the anti-littering ordinance. Oh, my liberty, man. There's no liberty. Well, tough shit. Once more, I need the pollution to just be not a thing, really, because I don't like pollution. The votes are in. I won 49 to 29. Cool. And Matteo Parque, by the leader of the local council, has been doing some analysis and has pointed out correctly that Tropico's economy has shrunk in the last few years. This is a source of despair for the capitalists and, of course, hurts the national treasury. It's doing fine. I've got loads of money. I mean, I'll double it. I'll double it with at the Texas Hold'em table, and then we'll play a bit of Wheel of Fortune, and we should be fine. How is Liberty doing on the island? Liberty's doing fine, so I don't know why people are whinging. How's the environment doing? Yeah, it's doing good overall. Beauty, yeah, it's a beautiful island. There's very little pollution. Yeah, we're doing good for environment at least. I mean, we're sticking a horrible, noisy, smelly tenement somewhere else. We've got the farm set up, so hopefully some farmers will come and start producing additional food for us. Oh yeah, that's why we're out of food, by the way. The farm died. That's probably why food economy's dropping. Now, I could basically build another fisherman's wharf and maybe start fishing food, but, well, you tell me. Do you think I'm actually going to waste my time building another fishing wharf when they just get blown up every 5 seconds by these fucking sharks? Yeah. Seriously, why is it only now that sharks have just suddenly become a thing, by the way? You think this island with a long legacy of fishing would have, like, done something about it earlier, or had something like this earlier, but, yeah. It's just a shark-eat Tropican world here. That's all I can say about it. Right, are you gonna continue building that after you've just done your little bit of water walking? Because I need that revenue from that marina, please, as soon as possible. No one's even bothered starting a hotel, by the way, but again, no one's really finished the tenements either, because everyone enjoys being homeless, or just like being as far away as possible from their jobs as they can be. What about the other one? Yeah, what's more, everyone just enjoys being nowhere near their place of work. Right, that marina, by the way, it better not get sharked, because if it does, I'm going to be really unhappy. Because, yeah, and you're just wandering away from work, aren't you? Yeah, island life is boring. She's off to see America. I think she's emigrating. That's great. Thank you for your uselessness to me. I will, I'd execute you, but I can't be bothered. The execution won't look good on the tourism thing. I'll just make sure there's a puncture in the boat you set off on. Right, anyway, is that tenement getting done or what? I can hear farming noises because people are farming. Why else would I be hearing farming noises? A lot of lightning storms going on, by the way. Hope someone doesn't get zapped and, like, killed. Are we making money elsewhere, by the way? Yeah, looking good, looking good, looking really good. I mean, we've made $2,000 this year off this hotel alone, so I think we just become a hotel spammer and just start charging, like, I mean, oh man, we could charge 30 of this one. I feel like I want to, but 30's a lot. Go for 25 at this one. We'll go for 25 because it doesn't make sense just to charge different prices at different. Nah, fuck it. We'll go for 27. See what we can get away with. A few more tourists have rocked up, by the way. This is Presidente. This is Benito Misha. He'll spend 20k. Well, he'll spend $20. Another Roman tourist. Yeah, we're big in Italy. We're just big in Italy all of a sudden, right? Still. Happy to see all those tourists just wandering around, just enjoying the island life, in my crap island. What do you... Oh, by the way, he's given us a very good tourism rating. That's good, that's good. Oh, tenement's done, by the way. Good, everyone move in. I'll make the housing free, because I'm really, really nice, and because I just want all these shacks to disappear. I'm not going to make all the shacks disappear naturally, but I'm not wasting any more time on housing. Right, just get your asses in there, and then some of you can have housing, the others can just vote against me in the next election. But I think the game might have ended by then, so peace out, fuckers. By the way, how did we do at the end of this episode? Well, I'll tell you how we've done, because we'll be proceeding to the final episode of this mission next time, or be halfway along, because I'll probably lose, but the threat to power is low because I won the elections. Average worker pay is doing well. Happiness is now heading to its usual place, which is off the edge of a cliff. We've got 112 citizens now, which means we need more food for definite, but we've got 11 tourists. Rating's gone up to 65. Profits are not doing good this year, but Income disparity is slipping again, that's fine. Average age is dropping, food quality is dropping. Respect is staying the same, but in terms of politics, yeah, that's what we're doing. We made 2.4 grand off tourism. So how are we doing? This year we made 13, well, just under 14 grand. So I now have 5 years to raise, well, £32,000 in tourism revenue. Somewhat of a near impossible task, I will say. That's going to be really tough, but we'll try. We'll try. We'll pull out all the stops. We'll get these tourist buildings up. We'll just charge as much money as we can. Get as many tourists crammed onto the island as possible. And you know what? We're not having threat anymore. Just get yachts. Just get all the yachts. Just like fuck it. We're not selling shit anymore. Just yachts. I'm sitting on enough money. We'll see how that works, and if it does work, then woo, we're rich. So yeah, that's how we're gonna play it. We're just gonna be all about the tourism now, and we will do other things on the next episode. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next episode, where we'll try and wrap this mission up, see if we can make the money, or if we're gonna have to give it another shot. But if we do have to give it another shot, at least we'll be coming in more prepared and more aware of what's going to happen, as in we're going to have the biggest fucking population drop ever due to all the sharks. So yeah. Still, until then, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye for now.